I suppose when you're first starting your, I guess, first YouTube channel, you're not really supposed to know how you're supposed to go about it, right? For example, right now, check it out. I'm walking everywhere, right? Look at that. Look at that little guy. Right? Walking everywhere, right? Look, butterfly. Pretty cool, right? Look at that. Check it out. Another little butterfly. Oh, look at that. They're everywhere. Check it out. See them? I don't know if you can see those. Probably moving too fast, right? Okay. So maybe I'll slow down a little bit. Right? This is where I'm at right now. Now, there's a whole bunch of people out there in the world that are going to be like, I don't got time to be there. But truth be told, neither do I. I ain't got no time to be enjoying myself out here. Truth be told, I'm supposed to be getting this stupid plastic tube that's like in this part of me right here. See that area? That little spot? Well, that little spot right there, there's a plastic tube inside of there because, you know, weird shit happens whenever you're having too much fun and you don't want to stop. So, I'm not supposed to be out here. I'm not supposed to have the time out here. I'm not supposed to be enjoying myself. That's why I'm making this video instead. So instead of doing the same crap over and over and over and over and not getting any different results, I'm going to put it on video. So I decided, you know what? If I'm going to make some sense to myself, because you see, I've been studying for the past like 14 years. It's going to be 15 years this August 29th, right? That's my birthday, by the way. It'd be cool to see who will remember. You'd be amazed. A lot of people do remember. It's just, you know, we just don't got time, right? We just don't got time. So, back to the point. We do remember these things. And like, you're going to remember, like I just showed you this little, you know, nice little piece that I showed you over there. I just got out of work like around 4:30, 5 o'clock maybe. Shit just went weird at work too. I don't know how to explain it. That just my money came out wrong at the end of the night, you know, or at the end of the day, pretty much of my shift. And all I can say to myself is, at this moment in time with everything that's going on, I don't really need that shit. But you know what? I ain't got time, just like everyone's saying too, right? I don't got time to be worrying about stuff like that. I don't got time to be out here. No time. I got no time, right? No, absolutely time. But here's the thing. I know. You're just like, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're telling us you got all these responsibilities and everything. But what the fuck? I don't get it. Like, what's your point, Sky? Right? Look, you even got like sweaty lip and everything. I was watching this Dave Chappelle comedy the other day, and he was talking about how Donald Trump's lip was sweating, and he was tripping out about like how he's like, Donald Trump starts sweating, he starts panicking, you know, about the flight attendant on an airplane, you know, because he's afraid of airplanes and stuff. He's afraid of flying, and he's talking about how like if the flight attendant were to have sweaty lips, he's gonna be like, what the fuck, you know, what the fuck do you know that I don't know, you know? Well, back to the point. You saw how I was able to remember that and enjoy myself? But for some reason I ain't got no time, right? I guess what my first video is going to be about is just a simple little quick reminder as to what time really is. I've heard great masters talk about time. I've heard great people talk about time. I've had many great masters teach me. I'm simply just watching through YouTube. You'd be amazed. If you're really paying attention, you'll see what I mean. If you're really actually willing to be wrong when you know you are, you'll see how far you can go. But there's a bench coming up. So I'm going to take this time to sit down because that's what I want to do. Now, like I said, I don't know what this first video is ever supposed to be about. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to mean. But for some reason, I'm not supposed to have the time to be out here because I'm supposed to be taking care of my responsibilities of getting this plastic tube out, right? That's in this part right here. But I've been using my time wisely, and for some strange reason I've noticed in my own particular, you know, little breaths of life, you know, as you can see. Damn these mosquitoes. I've realized that although those objectives are there, although you achieve those things, there's little things in life that you cannot escape because those things are involved into your nature and how you were brought up through your nurturing. Well, through the nurturing of you, from your parents and stuff, and how you took care of yourself too. And I've come to realize so much. When we begin to call ourselves something like, Sadhguru says on YouTube, when we begin to call or associate ourselves with something, we start to, that it isn't ourself, we go all ape shit, right? All crazy in the head and shit, right? But how the fuck are we supposed to know what that is, right? Everyone's talking about everything in the world, but no one's explaining how, why. Every time you ask them the simple question, why, they tell you, oh man, there's so many answers to it. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna wonder why forever. Well, and then you ask them, well, what? Well, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that? Dude, just let it go, find some inner peace, and just like sit there and try and be calm to the end. And when you're ready and it's time for you to go, hopefully you were good in your religion and everything. Let's go ahead and hope that you're going to go exactly where you want it to go, right? Right? So, how about no? And the reason why I say something like that is because of this. We're human beings. Every time I have seen a great wisdom man do something, he has always let go of something. That is until I saw Sadhguru. When I saw Sadhguru, I was like, whoa, this guy's practical. But then at the same time, I'm seeing him on YouTube. So I'm just like, at the same time, despite all the many years and shit that he's got going, the only way I'll ever know is if I'm truly there in person, experiencing his almightiness or his, no, wrong words. Now I'm just starting to talk out of my ass. More like his presence, him. I wouldn't be able to know if any of that is real, what I see is real, unless I were to be there, truly. And we're all here watching these TVs and everything, and we're all telling ourselves we don't got time. When half the fucking time, excuse my profanity, or my French, we're just sitting on our asses jerking off, or playing video games, or we're doing exactly what I'm doing right here. You see what I'm doing here? You see this shit? Look, I'm actually looking at the camera this time now. I'm not just looking at myself, because you see, that's what people are doing. They're looking at themselves, expecting some shit to get done. And I'm just like, fuck, I'm fucking tired. And you see what I mean? Like, I'm out here, I'm fucking tired. But I'm tired of seeing this shit going on. I'm tired of hearing people bitching about the fact that they don't know what the fuck to do. Well, guess what? There's a way to find out that you got certainty. Because unfortunately, we're human beings. We're not great spirits. And if some of us have fallen, then that's why we're here, to learn a grand, valuable lesson. Because, man, will you learn something in this material world. There are there's laws at nature, or natural laws of nature. My bad, I'm just getting excited. Natural laws of nature that are governed by God, right? All of it. It's all natural, though, because, when you go back all the way to the beginning, everyone, everywhere I go, everyone's like, I don't got the answer for where all this came from. But then at the same time, everyone's too fucking afraid to ask, well, who made God in a most sincere way? Like, not asking the question. Like I learned from Swamiji Prabhupada, who's I believe, based on the books that I've seen, he's deceased already. And I don't mean by deceased because he ain't dead. I'm pretty sure that man followed up to what he had to do, and he's exactly where he wants to be. And he said, inquiry. Because when we inquire, we look deeper into things. Where he was so good at seeing this. If you look at his body, he looks tired. His eyes got huge sags. Like, he just doesn't look right. Like, he looks fucking tired. Like, his body looks exactly what it seems. And I look at Sadhguru, and this guy, he's saying that, he's not impractical, but he don't look tired, like these other guys. But yet he can speak the same way. Now we're just like, oh shit, where the fuck is this guy going? Well, here's the point that I'm trying to make. You see how you're trying to figure that out right now? You're just like, what the fuck is this guy saying? That's inquiring. Because you want to know deeper. Because by this point, you would have already stopped the video if you didn't want to inquire deeper into what I was talking about. And it's simply by asking a question that some of these things happen. You never know what the difference can be sometimes between an inquiry or asking a question is, because no one fucking taught you how to do that, right? They taught you how to jerk off, make babies, eat, shit, sleep, go to school, and abide to your parents and don't ask questions. They just said, just do all of that while you're growing up. Don't ask questions, just fucking do it. So we did it. And now a lot of us now are out of college and we're fucked up and everything. Some of us went through drug addiction. You know what I mean? Like the 1990s, like the 90s was just like a time of change. Like I literally witnessed it all. I've been studying for 14, 15 years. I've seen it. It's crazy. There's so many few of, you know, us 90s kids that were born during that time, if you didn't know, that like I see around me who actually didn't have kids. Just saying. Not to be like offensive, but putting the truth out there. You know what I mean? Or some of us like, and then there's the ones that actually, you know, got really, really far up, but like we don't even know who that person is anymore. Like that used to be my friend, but who are you? Like you still look like that guy, but you're a dick. But back to the point, right? Time. What is time? Well, from my discovery from all the great masters and everyone, since I never really sat still and wanted to just watch one person, I've learned one great thing about time. You see all this stuff behind me? That tree up there? See that guy? This little curl in my hair? See all this? See all that? Like my hair. There's the curl. There's the tree. See the tree? And look, there's the sun. You see the sun? Look at the sun. Look at the sun. Look at the sun. I can't even make it. Oh shit! Doesn't that look cool? Oh fuck! If I move in the right way, it makes things look even better. But look at that. What do you know, right? What do you know? Did you see where I was going? There's this hair that's on me. There's this tree that's up there, and there's that light over there, right? You like that one? All of this came from somewhere, and we don't know where. Nowhere is a place that we can think of, right? So when we think of nowhere, we're just like, man, I'm literally nowhere right now, guys. Like everyone can think of me right now, and I'm practically nowhere. I'm here by myself in this big, beautiful refuge. This place is called Santa Ana. You all should come check it out. It's gorgeous, you know, especially if you have Osprey. You know, if you got Osprey. Sorry, I'm still trying to get these weird these weird angles. You know what I mean with this camera and stuff. It's a simple phone. I'm just trying my first video, guys. Come on. Anyways. So, when you take all of this away, does my conscience go away? Because it makes me kind of sad to know that I'm just gonna die like that, you know. And there's a lot of people in this world that make themselves feel like that because they feel like, you know, there's no way to have some certainty. We're humans. We're humans, and unfortunately, we live in a world where the law of duality is very potent. This plane of existence, the law of duality, you cannot have one without the other. It is always going to be an equal balance, a natural form of life in this place. You will have to wake up every morning and go do something important to make yourself feel something good, even if it's as simple as like making yourself a pancake in the morning, you know, and that's what puts a smile on your face for the rest of the day. If that's what you got to do, you fucking do that. But the whole point of time is this. When you get all of this stuff, man, and you go all the way to the back, all we can think is nowhere and nothing, right? It's okay that that all of this came from nowhere. Because as you join me on my adventure, I'm going to tell you this. There's a way to be able to know exactly where you came from. There's a way to know exactly your purpose. There is a way to have certainty in this world alongside your faith and your beliefs and your science and your religions and everything. There is a way to live in this world with the money, the riches, everything. Everything you can possibly want. You can live the most immoral life and have humility and still be doing what it is that you love and still go to the exact place that you need to be. And it probably might even be a worse place. There is a way to be able to do that, and everyone's telling us that there's not. It's called freedom. And although I do not agree with the men out there fighting for what they believe is my freedom, they're standing for me out there like Dave Chappelle that I learned like just yesterday, to be honest with you. I learned that just yesterday. He said, if you can't understand that that person is out there standing for you, for me, well, right? Because I'm not out there. I'm doing this video instead. Because that guy is a soldier. You know? You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm supposed to be. In my head, I hear I'm supposed to be a leader. You know? But as far back as time goes, time is all this. See this? It took time for this to happen. Time is all that in the background. See that? It took time for that to happen. See that light back there? It took time to happen. Time is all this. Just like the space. All of it. It's all time. It's all space. It's all one. Much like love and hatred being hand in hand. You know, total opposites. Space is literally the absence of everything, and I guess all of this is the absence of nothing. But when you look at everything closely, there is this great divide between you and I, you know? This space that's between you and us, that's nothing. And if all of this comes from that, then I mean, all is good for nothing, right? Even this piece of shit right here that y'all see that grew up to be something like not even he understands now. So, if you really want to have a happy life, all you gotta do is I don't know. Because in truth, everyone's got to figure it out for themselves. And I know how to do it for myself. All I can do is help you find yours. And that's what I intend to do. Because there's a freedom, and everyone thinks it comes with a cost. But it doesn't. I'm sorry to say. It doesn't. Because that's what goes hand in hand with freedom. What would they say, cost? Well, I mean, cost is over there. Freedom is on this side. You know what I mean? But, I mean, we're always going to walk in between here. So, I mean, now that I'm not making any more sense, and now that I don't know where I'm going with this, that's what time is. But I ain't got no time, right? I ain't got no fucking time to, like, do any of this. I ain't got no time to do any of this. But here I am doing it when I'm supposed to be taking care of other shit. But I'll tell you what, I'd rather make this video so I can prove a point to myself and show that you all that there's all the fucking time you need in the world to be able to take care of all of this stuff here, guys. All the time in the world. Look, I'm here doing it right now. No matter what I do, I can die in the next minute from one of these mosquito bites that I get, and like that could be the end. When all I needed to do was just make this video so that way I can have the determination to get my shit done. And I only have like 2 or 3 things left to get done before I can literally start living my life blissfully without any fucking worries. You know what I mean? Like seriously. But it just doesn't make sense to get all that done without having some form of will or something done to give me a sign or a notification that what I just did is the real thing. You know? So this is how I'm going to find my certainty, by sharing it with you all, because I know that what I have found is real, and it's taken me like about 14, 15 years to prove it to myself. So I'm going to stop lying to myself, and I'm going to start telling y'all, hey, certainty is guaranteed, and there is a way to have it. There is. It's just that you got to be willing to see past your own shit to, you know, see the greater picture in all of this. The time, it's all this. Literally. It's all of this. It's all this stuff, you know? All this, you know? All this time. All this time it took for this. That's all it is, guys. Time. And space. Hand in hand. Life. Death. You name it.